fully cooked chicken breast bites. So that's what we're, you think that's funny? Sebastian thought it was funny. So we're gonna make it out of chicken bites. Welcome back to another episode. Today I saw this video on Instagram, and once I saw it, I knew that I was gonna make this. So that's what we're gonna do today. I've played a game like this before, like at an arcade carnival thing, and I remember like this was one of my favorite games. Like it looked so easy, like you see the ball drop the whole time and you think that you can catch it. I mean, the carnival one I'm sure is like rigged or whatever. Ours is just gonna be like what it is. We did have marbles, which is like, you gotta have marbles or some sort of balls. The other materials that I have for this is dowels that we're gonna use. I think you could maybe use like toothpicks if you're using something lighter. The marble's a little sturdy, so you may need dowels, or toothpicks might work as well. Like scissors, shears, X-Acto knife, cutting board, glue. This is the glue pack that I ordered. So lots of glue, shouldn't run out for years. And then I have this nice big box from Costco. I don't even know what it is for. Fully cooked chicken breast bites. So we're gonna make it out of chicken bites. So you'll just kind of be along with the journey. I don't really know how to make it. I have like a good idea, like hot glue and cardboard, like gonna measure some stuff maybe, or just eye it. That's it, and then maybe we'll try it at the end and like, hopefully the game works. So I have these two, which are gonna be the edges. I have all these different sort of trays and stuff, but this is definitely gonna be my foundation. I'm gonna want these on the sides like so. So this tray will catch all the balls that don't make it. But the ones that you catch have to go into another area. So I'm gonna build this little ledge here, so that way balls can get caught here or they can get caught here. This one has like a little lip, and so I'm gonna do that same thing with this one. So that way I can hopefully sit it on the edges and glue it down. So it overlaps a little bit, plus I have a little tab to glue it on. So that way it's like double secured. I'm going to use these dowels as like a track. So that way I'm able to slide a little box on top to catch the marbles. Oh no. All right, so problem number one, they won't fit through. This isn't glued in yet, so I can probably just scoot this back. I'm gonna go ahead and poke some holes in this board, in the back of it. And I'm gonna get the idea for the contraption and kind of figure out some things, and then we'll come back and I'll show you what I've done. I've made a grid for the dowels to go in. So I'm going to cut these to about 2 inches. And then I'm going to use a drill and drill all the holes. And I'm gonna just make sure to put like a bunch of cardboard underneath, so that way I can drill straight down. All right, so what I've done is I've sanded these, but I've only sanded them on one side. The other side will be in the back, so it won't matter. I am putting these spacers, and I'm gonna put my pegs on the back side, And so with those spacers, I'll know that once this is in and it's all the way down and touching the ground, then I know that it's like the same height. Then I'm gonna hot glue the back. I mean, I have lots of hot glue, and then we'll do that for all of them, and then we'll move the spacers and then do the rest. So here is the finished, I don't know what to call it, but a pegboard. So here's the finished pegboard. I've cut these to 2 inches each. I've angled it just slightly. So that way when I put it in, it leans just a little bit back. And then I realized if the marble goes down on the edge here, it'll just go off the edge. So I have to go make edges. The other thing that I have to do too is I'm going to have to angle the bottom because the marbles are getting stuck in the back. And then our game will be close to ready. So here it is so far. I've made this little conveyor belt or this little contraption to capture them. The balls do drop really nicely, but if I drop them over here, they'll get stuck. So I'm gonna need to widen the edges just a little bit. And then I'm also wanting to create a topper. So that way, hopefully you're able to play by yourself. You can like pull it and then all the balls will drop simultaneously, and you'll be able to kind of maneuver the drop on your own without having to have someone else drop them for you. So we're almost done, just those few little touches. All right, so here is the finished game, and I've brought our one and only special guest, Sebastian, to come try it out and play it. So I did build this contraption where you can just place all the balls and then release them if you're playing by yourself. But if you have 2 people, it's best to stagger them just so it's not like a crazy waterfall all at once. So the goal, of course, is to get as many balls into this rack, and you'll do that by moving this into place, and then all the ones down here, like you didn't get. So we have 10 marbles. So, are you ready, Sebastian?
I am.
Okay.
Do I get to move this as the balls are falling? Or?
Yeah.
Okay.
The point is to like catch them.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not like Plinko where it's just, oh, where it lands, it lands.
Okay.
It's like, it's an interactive like carnival.
Okay.
All right, ready? Ah! Okay. All right, and begin. Go, Sebastian. Oh, sorry. It's kind of hard to like even drop it.
This one got stuck.
Oh, well, at least you got it in, so you got 3. Oh, and I tried to fix it, but you know.
It's okay, it's still fun.
Yes, it's still fun. It's homemade. It's fun. It was recycled. So, lots of pluses. Okay, thank you for playing. Thanks for playing with me. So this is what the chicken box turned into. It was made mainly from cardboard. I tilted it back just a little bit to give the marbles a better chance of rolling down. I think this grid of dowels really worked out. You could take it outside and spray paint it if you want and make it like a really nice sort of like carnival game. And obviously you can see the back. It's like opened, like you can see all the flaws or how it was made, but I'm totally okay with that. And I did have to use these little clips kind of to open it up a little bit to give it a little bit more room on the edges so that way the balls wouldn't get as stuck. And of course, like I had these big triangle wedges on the side to help give it as much support as possible, but you may have to put like a weight at the bottom or something just to make sure it doesn't go anywhere when you're moving it. And of course, this little slide, I want to call it a gondola, I don't know why. It moves, it's functional, and I think you could have a lot of fun with it. It definitely may require a little bit more of a crafty hand just because I don't really have like measurements or like a very good how-to of how to make it, but this is sort of how I made it, and I think you could make it at home too. Hopefully I've inspired you to make something like this or anything out of cardboard or a game or just something that you can have fun with. I'll go ahead and end by just dropping these marbles and we'll just say goodbye after that. Oh gosh. Yeah, so 2 of them have string. Oh, 3. All right, well, thanks for joining. I'm gonna try it one more time. I think the slower you drop them, like the better. It's not gonna go as well. One fell out. Oh, 2 fell out. All right, well, there it is. So thanks for joining me today and see you next time.